Look, Samir, your gifts came in today. Thank you so stinking much. I'm actually going to use this deck today. And if the right question is asked, I will be using this sassy spirit. I may even just go in and do Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius. Hold on. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Sagittarius with the sassy cards. Do a little quick reading to make up for the technical difficulties caused by Cosmo yesterday. And it's the way to say thank you to Samir because these are beautiful and they definitely sound a whole lot like me. And you said some sassy cards for a sassy Sag. And baby, if this ain't the sass, I don't know what is. So I think that's what I'll do. I think what I'll do is I'll do Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Sag. Get your reading out the way. And then after those signs get their reading, I'm all yours, Pooh. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me. I'm here for you, okay? Um, oh, yay, a new deck, I know, right? What's up, Ashley? Cosmo was such a menace. Not for real, he really was, but that's okay. What's up, Easy Baby? What's up yesterday? That session yesterday was so beautiful, y'all. Over our members, that was so beautiful. I had to sit with myself for a second. I wasn't willing to share another second of my energy. That shit was just so beautiful yesterday. I hope y'all felt as rejuvenated after that session as I did. I do like them. I really do. What's up, Alexis? Yes, I'm having a great day. I hope you are as well. All right, y'all. So Nikita, let's go ahead and jump in for Pisces. I didn't get the chance to, you gave me a great reading and lesson yesterday. Perfect, baby. It felt so beautiful afterwards. I didn't feel drained of anything. I felt reinvigorated. I felt it was beautiful. So I really do hope that y'all felt that too. But anyway, Spirit, let's jump in for Pisces. And this is my way to kiss up and make it better, okay? Y'all be trying to grow up. I cannot. I be trying to. All right, Pisces. What's up, Megan? All right, Pisces, let's jump in as 4 minutes even. All right, Pisces, let's see. What is the sassy message that is coming through for you at this time? I do want to apologize for not being able to get you all a reading yesterday, but that's the universe's way. That's the cosmos ways of saying that it wouldn't have made a difference for you yesterday, okay? Let's see, Spirit. What's the message that will make a difference for my Pisceans today? Oh, wow, that's a whole lot. Okay. It says, I know one of my favorite friends will be happy this card came out here. Pisces, it says, congratulations, you're the drama. And it says, if they wanted to, they would, period. So clean your room. That's the entire message. It's not a soul tie. It's a lesson you've ignored one too many times. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. That's a lot to digest, Pisces. Let's talk about it. So, what I'm getting from this, congratulations, you're the drama, Spirit is saying, because it says, clean your room. That's the message. It's like your room, your living quarters is a mess because you're refusing to grasp a hold of the lesson and something is repeating. Let's break it down because, y'all not getting ready to talk about my Pisces like that. Oh, let me turn that music off, even though it's down low. Let me see, Spirit. What is the situation? Who is this? If they wanted to, they would. Let's start there. Who is this? Because whoever this person is, Pisces, it is the person that you deem you have some sort of soul tie towards. And Spirit is saying, baby, it's really not as complicated as you're making it out to. It's just the lesson to apply. It's not an easy course. It's a hard, yeah. It could be a damn. This could be a cross watchers reading, or I could be speaking to a Pisces on Pisces connection. But it is the Piscean energy that is saying, like, hey, Pisces. Hey, I need you to really gain a different perspective. If this person really wanted to, they would. Okay. But this person is really the Page of Cups. The reason why they're not is because they're page energy. Okay. They could be very immature. Oh, well, if they wanted to, they would. Listen, Linda. I feel like I'm speaking to a cross watcher, but you're going to take this as it resonates. Who it is giving Piscean energy, river heavy. The Seven of Cups is Pisces energy. The Hangman is Piscean energy, okay? This person is not giving more. Like, if they wanted to text you, they would. If they wanted to show up more, they would. The reason that they're not is, well, because just like a young boy out here in the street, you know, they just out here playing. I just ran into this grown-ass man the other day, yesterday, I think it was, at the library. And he's talking about, as a grown-ass man, he didn't have 5 children because he was bored, because he got fired from a job. So we out here producing children in our 40s because we're bored and unemployed. That's what little boys do. And whoever this person is, they are in little boy energy. And if they wanted to, trust me, they would, Pisces. Guys, don't forget, read the description box below. Tonight is questions. I'm answering questions. But the first portion I'm making up for Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. After that, you read the description box. I'm answering your questions. What is this energy of clean your room? That's the message. What is really, like, what is the room? What is representing the room? What is the room representing, Spirit, for Pisces? Clean up your love life. Clean up your choices. Clean up your love life. Clean up your heart space. You're allowing someone to clutter your heart space, to clutter your love life. And this person is cluttering your love life because they're literally out here entertaining options. They're breadcrumbing because they're literally investing in multiple areas. That's why they're the Page of Cups to the Seven of Cups. This person is only good at offering illusions because they're too busy trying to make sure that this bubble doesn't pop, but I also want to make sure that I can invest in this situation over here and that situation over there. So this person is really spreading themselves thin. So they're definitely sending off some sort of fantasy into an illusion your way. And Spirit is saying you're allowing that illusion to affect the way that you're making your choices, and it's really dirtying up your space. Yeah, look, Jen, listen, Linda. You got a brand new beginning that the universe is trying to give you, but you're not ready to make that choice to clear this person out. Show me more on clean your room. That's the message. The Nine of Pentacles, it's time for you. That's the message. It is time for you to become independent of this knucklehead that will not give you what you truly deserve. Okay, you must become independent if you want the universe to offer you this solid partnership. But if you want this solid partnership, you have to stop making a situation with somebody who gives you the bare minimum. You have to stop putting on such a performance for the bare minimum. Okay. And the moment that you can stop putting on that performance and to begin to detach from this situation, the universe is trying to bring in a solid relationship. But the universe is trying to tell you, hey, look here, Pooh. As much as you like to think about it, this is a lesson that needs to be learned. It's not a soul tie. Cut this knucklehead loose. What's up, Spike Gunner? This could be pertaining to a Pisces or a Gemini. I just heard fugazi. I don't, take that as it resonates. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. Ooh, I like the way these cards work together. Some, I do. I should do Cancer just for you. Well, not just for you, but because your Cancerian energy brought the card. She's like, Kiana, don't you put my shit out here on the internet with them cards. Leave me alone, girl. I love you, some. All right, Aquarius, let's do 12 minutes even. All right. Okay, so Aquarius, there could be something significant with 12. Just as I said, let's do 12 minutes even. The people in the room went up to 12, okay? So that could be very significant for you, Aquarius. But let's tap in and see what is the message from the universe for you at this time. Aquarius, we are doing questions for the collective. This reading, this live, is for questions for the collective. But this is my way of making it up to you all for the technical difficulties yesterday, okay? So let's jump in and see what is the sassy message from the universe for the Aquarian collective. What's up, KC? Let's see, Spirit. Let's see. Your sassy message is don't channel messages when you're hangry. You're over. Yeah, you can't manifest while you're miserable. Aquarius. Can we talk for a second? Spirit is saying something isn't like, you're not hearing your intuition and something isn't coming in clearly and you're thinking that somebody's throwing low vibrational energy at you. And the fact of the matter is the spirit is like, can we talk about the self-care first? You know what I'm saying? If you're an Aquarius that isn't intuitive, maybe you do tarot reading, or maybe you are a channeler. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, spirit is saying, your self-care regimen, it needs to be elevated. It has your frequency off. You're too open. You're too exposed. You know what I'm saying? As an intuitive reader, I have to be honest with you. It became very prevalent to me that if I didn't come into these readings and I didn't invoke my spirit teams and I didn't protect myself, then I wasn't going to be able to see the messages clearly. And that is spiritual self-care. So it's saying like, whereas you may feel like, oh, I feel like when I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm the most open. So let me try to mimic that at 4 o'clock in the afternoon by fasting and starving myself. And don't get it twisted, because fasting does absolutely draw you in closer to your intuition. However, if you have not worked your way up to that and you're not fasting for the right reasons, what it's going to do is distract you from your intuition. So there's something about your spiritual self-care, Aquarius, that needs to be stepped up. You're not able to call in your dreams and desires. Look, see, whatever it is that we're about to talk to, Aquarius, you're doing it to yourself. It says, congratulations. You've survived yourself so far. So like, this is, it was 11/11 yesterday. And my daughter made a wish and she came to me and she said, is it bad luck, mommy, for me to tell you your wish? And I'm never one to just give a flat out answer like I know everything, mainly because I'm the teacher and I'm the mom and I'm the everything. So I like to invoke external energy, right? So I asked Google. And the answer that came back was, it's not bad luck to tell someone your wish as much as it matters what their frequency is. If you tell your wish to someone that doubts themselves or that doubts you, then you're putting your dreams and your wishes in the hands of someone that's putting doubt on it. So that lessens the vibrations of it. What spirit is saying is, you, Aquarius, don't need somebody external to you to kill the dream. You are the killjoy. And Spirit is saying, I need you to clean it up because there's something that you're working on manifesting, and it's very much so realistic and it's very much so tangible. However, your mindset as it pertains to this is the very thing that is distancing you from it. Does that make sense? Show me how Aquarius is showing up here, Spirit. Oh, some I forgot how good these cards feel when they're fresh. You see, I have this deck, but ooh, it feels so good when it's fresh. What's up, Kristen? That's okay. We didn't notify the group today. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, see, you're showing up as the Two of Pentacles. You're showing up as the Two of Pentacles, and I'm seeing the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's like you're going back and forth from, ooh, I'm about to take this Emperor-like action. Ooh, I don't know, but I still only see myself as a page. Hold up, chin up, buttercup. The fuck you mean? If your mama told you was man of the house, baby, you man of the house, Pookie. If your girlfriend told you you man of the house, Pookie, you man of the house. It's a matter of what you choose to believe. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be somebody's daughter. I'm always gonna be somebody's child. But I'm also somebody's mama now. So which one do I choose to identify with? Okay. And Spirit is saying that you're going back and forth. It's like sometimes you believe that you're the emperor and that's what you need to be standing in order to bring this manifestation into fruition. But sometimes you go back to doubting yourself to be just this little page. And Spirit is saying, I need you to make some sort of I need you to see yourself, stand in front of that mirror and see yourself and be willing to make that final decision to move forward with something with curiosity, being willing to follow your heart. I actually see you going towards a solid relationship. Okay. And if you're not manifesting love and you're manifesting a new job or you're manifesting a business coming into fruition, I see it. However, you're going back and forth from, yeah, I got it to, yeah, you got it, but what about this and what about that and what about this? And you know you ain't got the resources for that and this. It's like, damn, give yourself a break, okay? Like, dang. The universe is saying you don't even have to have it all figured out. Can you just take one step and then I'm going to show you a new set of resources, Aquarius? But Spirit is definitely telling you in this sassy message that you're the cause of your manifestations not coming into fruition for a lack of faith in yourself and in your spirit team, okay? Let's move forward to Capricorn. I'm streaming on Facebook, but there's no point. They don't let them, they don't let them watch it. Yeah, delete this shit from Facebook. Like, what's the point? You're not letting them. Bullshit. Anyways, like, what the fuck am I paying for? Anyways, let's move into Capricorn. That's such a Capricorn mindset, too. That was such a Capricorn moment. Okay, sorry, it's acting up. No, for real, it really is acting up. All right, Capricorn. Let's do 2020 for Capricorn. 2020. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Capricorn? Let's jump in and get a message for you at this time. Capricorn, I am answering questions for the collective on the second half of this live, but I wanted to come in and make up for missing you on yesterday's live due to technical issues. And thank you all so much for holding your comments and being respectful this time around It was greatly appreciated, okay? But let's jump in and get your message here on this live. Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. Let's get it, Capricorn. What's the message from the universe? What do the Capricorn collective need to know at this time? What's up, Spike Gunner? Spike Gunner joined back to members. What's up, baby? Don't make it a message. Don't make it. Let me turn this on silent. Don't make it a message just because it was inconvenient. Maybe it's a sign, a spilled. Yeah, Spirit is saying, you're overthinking. I'm speaking to a Capricorn who's overthinking something. You know, it's so crazy because I know this Capricorn and his thing is signs and synchronicities is for the woke mind. That's his, maybe that's his saying. So I feel like that you may be I'm gonna be honest with you, a philosopher, I don't know, I guess they would consider me a philosophical person. I don't know. But anyways, trust me, I believe in the signs and the synchronicities like no other. Signs and synchronicities get me through life every single day, okay? But there is this energy of over analyzing the signs and synchronicities or being too vigilant to be on the lookout for all of the signs and synchronicities so I don't miss anything. And Spirit is like, hold on, player. Them ain't all signs and synchronicities that you're getting, and that's why you feel confused. That's why you feel lost. So there's a need to stop overthinking it. Yes, it was an inconvenience. Yes, it slowed you up. Yes, it may have caused you to miss something, but the spiritual message of it is stop trying to be so perfect. Capricorns are structured, right? Just to loosen up a little bit. Maybe that is just the message. Let me get one more for Capricorn, Spirit. One more for Capricorn. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Spike. I hope you get that handled. If it requires you to betray yourself, it's not the right path. You don't need a sideboard about Capricorn focusing way too much on the signs and synchronicities, or they did this, so that had to mean something. This happened, so that's a message, ain't a key. They did that. See, usually they'll put the 2 bunny ears and tie their shoe. But see, today they only making the 1 loop and then wrapping around. That's a sign, ain't it, Kiana? They up to something, ain't it? Or that's a sign I need to slow down, ain't it? They trying to tell me I need to grow up, ain't it? That's a sign. No, stop. Overlooking that is causing you to actually miss the clear paths in front of you. And it's actually causing you to betray your own self because you're no longer trusting your innate true gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? You're not that innate feeling inside connected to your intuitive awareness. Yes, can they be considered the same? Yes, but I feel like that discernment. Thank you, Spirit. That discernment when we connect it with intuition, be speaking to, it's like, yo, you understand the importance of intuition, but because you're so focused on making sure you pick that up, that you're forgetting about the power of discernment. Show me how Capricorn is showing up. Y'all definitely make sure y'all check the description box to participate in the questions for my subscribers, okay? Doing some giveaways too. Let me see, Spirit. Show me how is Capricorn showing up here. Yeah, the Tower card. Going through some major, sudden, uncomfortable changes, and you are finding yourself really analyzing, being very analytical right now. And yourself being extremely analytical, very logical right now. And I do feel like that may be kind of working against you at this time, Cap. Without even seeing the bottom of the deck. Hell yeah, it's working against you. It's creating self-sabotage, my love. The Knight of Pentacles When the opportunity for you is to recognize that when you slow down, you give your intuition an opportunity to drop down. And then with slowing down to receive the message, you give your discernment an opportunity to begin to sense and feel the situation. Think of your discernment, like I want you to think of your discernment as your intuition is the knowledge of how to use, if for the blind man that uses the stick. I know it has a name and I'm so sorry for not being politically correct. But the stick, the knowledge that the blind man has to learn to be able to use that stick is the intuition. Okay, that becomes the intuitive knowing. The stick becomes the discernment. So spirit is telling you that you need to recalibrate how you use your discernment, because there has become a lack of trust in oneself. And because there's become a lack of trust in oneself, you've become hyper vigilant, relying on like your intuition, that you're forgetting the power of your intuition, or the way that your intuition really talks to you. And the opportunity with doing so is the Three of Wands, foresight, the Wheel of Fortune, things turning in your favor. In the very near future, you're going to experience a significant change in your favor. But it only happens when you stop being so analytical and you begin to tap back into your discernment and your intuition. This situation could involve a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Capricorn, an Aries, a Sag, a Pisces, Virgo, Leo. A lot of energy here. What's up, Debbie Cox? What's up, y'all? Definitely stick around, y'all. I will be doing questions. I do see some donations are coming in. Harlan? I like that name, Harlan. All right, let's move in for Sagittarius. I like your name, Harlan. If you're watching, I really do love that name. I hope you're watching so you can get your answer. I love that name. Let me tap in for Sagittarius. Happy birthday to you. Let's do Sagittarius for 2830. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Let's jump in and see what is the message from the universe for you at this time. Sag, these are general messages, so thank you so much for only taking what resonates and chucking the rest for someone else, okay? It says, you can't vibe your way out of accountability. Uh-oh, that's not a sign. That's just a pigeon. Uh-oh. Your bank account said no before the universe did. Some of you all, okay, so harsh message maybe for Sagittarius during birthday season. I love you and it is meant to elevate you. But some of y'all might be trying to manifest in some finances or manifest instability. And spirit is like, hey, Pooh, at this point in time, all of these manifestations up on the altar and you ain't lifted a finger to do nothing. Like you're not putting the action behind it, okay? So spirit is saying you can't just vibe your way into a manifestation coming into fruition, okay? It's time to start. You got to get up off of the arm seat of the couch and actually start to put some work in, put some elbow grease behind this manifestation. You've put it out there into the universe, you've clarified it, and now the universe is about to be clearing the way. And when I find someone in this energy that I'm getting for the Sagittarian collective, I go back to Raimi Estep. And it was a group home that I was in. It was like a boot camp. And what we had was weed whackers. I don't know the proper name for it. I'm being honest. I just knew it as a weed whacker. And it's a stick with metal hangers, like with something metal that comes out this way. And they're holding a single blade right here. And you swung it left and right to cut the grass, okay? Spirit is saying it's time to pick the weed whacker up. I've pointed you in the direction. The pathway is not clear because that is your job. There is something that is going to be illuminated towards you through clearing this path. But your vibes and your meditations and your prayers are only going to give you the strength to keep swinging. But the swinging is on you, Sag. How is Sagittarius showing up here? Yeah, Sag Nation. What's up, easy baby? I know that's right, Chris. It's because I love you, Chris Liz. Your universe, your spirit team loves you. Show me how Sagittarius is showing up right now, Spirit. The Empress, and I have to be honest with you, with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you are showing up in Empress energy, but because the overall energy is saying do the work, I have to say that Sag is kind of showing up as entitled. And I don't want you to I don't want you to feel like you don't deserve it, because you do deserve it. But Spirit, it's like me saying, listen, I could feel qualified to say this, so please just hear me out. The other day, I was ready to give up the Manjula Awakening. Listen, Linda, I had a temper tantrum the other day, okay? And I was ready to throw the Manjula Awakening away because I noticed that my subscriber count was going down, but y'all watching me for longer. And I was like, it don't even make no sense. It's like I'm giving them the message to elevate them, and they're getting mad at me because it's medicine and it don't taste the way they wanted it to. So I was having a hissy fit and I was ready to throw in the cards. And Spirit had to check me. Spirit had to check me because it's not the message, baby. It's sometimes people ain't ready for it. And those are necessary sacrifices for you to elevate. Because see, what's happening is as I elevate in my personal life, I'm honing in on a different kind of a niche. And I don't really care anymore about whether you like the message because I know it's medicine. And because of that, I'm not as accommodating to some people. And those people that were being accommodated are now feeling, hold up. And they're leaving. And that's understandable. And don't take it personal, right? But sitting here having that hissy fit thinking that, well, just because I'm just doing the job, don't mean that they should leave. That's a sense of entitlement. And the universe had to check me on that. And that's ultimately what Spirit is saying here. Sag, you're in some sort of receiving position, but you have to check the mentality of which you're in that receiving position. You may feel like you may be in alignment for abundance, for a great windfall of money. But the way for you to get this windfall of money is to go walk in and apply for a McDonald's job when you're at that register in week 2 of working at McDonald's, someone from the corporate world comes in and says, hey, I like the way you handle this register. I like the way you run in the front end. I need someone like that in my desk job, and I'm paying this. That's your abundance, but you have to be willing to put the work in to unlock it. Nobody's saying that it's not here for you. You're just not happy that you got to tread through some shit to go get it. You understand what I'm trying to say? No, exactly. You're right. That's why some people walk around with STDs, like stinking, leaking, and shit like that. It's because they scared of the medicine, just dirty and nasty. But I digress. Yes, look at the opportunity. Look what's coming in. Divine equilibrium. This is karmic retribution. This is the balancing of the scale. That's what's coming in. If you're willing to use that weed whacker to clear the pathway, you're going to lead yourself to a palace, to the very thing that you feel you've earned. Plus some. Look, I said plus some, and here go the plus some. You just have to become more adventurous, lighthearted in the way that you're going about this, okay? This situation could involve a Sag, a Scorpio, a Gemini, a Libra, a Taurus. Just take it as it resonates, okay? All right, guys. I'm all yours. We can open the floor for questions. Read the description box if you would like to ask a question, okay? The description box is where you will find your questions or how the questions are working. Harlan? Ooh, I'm not using this deck for your question. Harlan wants to know, will me and Brian reconcile before the end of the year? Spirit is saying there's something significant about December 17th. So there was something significant about yesterday for you, Harlan. So let's see. Will Harlan and Brian reconcile before the end of the year? What is Brian's current energy towards Harlan at this time? Will Harlan and Brian reconcile before the end of the year? I definitely feel like that there will be communication that opens up between you and Brian between the end of the year. But I do feel like that there's nothing set in stone. But I feel like that if there's been like a stagnation, yeah, I do see you and Brian communicating about giving it another go around. With the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands coming out here, if I could be completely honest with you, Harlan, the energy may be too heavy for the mission to be complete in 2025. Okay. But it does look like that there is a mission started in 2025. Absolutely. And I want you to embrace that. Don't rush it, Harlan. Okay. Don't rush it, Harlan. Because just don't rush it. Because I do feel like that you are being told to sit in receiving energy and kind of like tend to your own garden, okay? All right, what's up? I am Millie Beth. What's up, Pookie Tookie? Okay, so we also have Tanisha. Okay. All right, Spirit. Oh, I do see it balancing out, Tanisha. The Two of Cups to the Justice card. Let me see, Spirit. How does this connection between Tanisha and her romantic interest end up balancing out? How does this connection balance out? The Fool card, it balances out by the two of you all taking a leap of faith and dropping the baggage, clearing the slate, Tanisha. The way that you all balance this connection out is by clearing the slate. So, is there an opportunity for you all to clear the slate and have a solid commitment? Yes, but not until you actively release the baggage. That means no more bringing up. Oh yes, I definitely see you all reconciling and having wish fulfillment within this situation, Tanisha. But it definitely requires you all to release that emotional baggage. That emotion. Oh my, you might end up marrying this one. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tanisha. If you end up marrying this one, I want to let you know this person is marrying up. I'm telling you, Tanisha, this person is marrying up. So act like it. Act like the Empress. But this person absolutely desires to have a stable, solid foundation with the Empress here. but it does require a fresh, clean slate. Ooh, baby, please forgive me. Kawaya. Baby, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Kawaya. Kawaya wants to know work and career. Love this channel. Kristen Kramer. Oh, thank you, beautiful soul. Kawaya. Spirit tap me in. Kawaya wants to know what's going on between the tension. Like, what can she expect? What are the messages that Kawaya needs to know as it pertains to work and career and the tension between her and the boss, the shift lead? Kawaya. What does Kawaya need to know as it pertains to the tension in the workplace? That you have a lot of options and you don't see them all right now. Yeah, Spirit is definitely wanting you to shift your perspective. There's more options than, like, you have more options than what you're seeing. But there may be this mindset because the conflict is with the team lead, someone that's superior to you. You may be kind of limiting what you see as a viable option. And Spirit is saying, I need you to take a step back and gain a different perspective because you actually have more options to this situation than you recognize. And if you take that step back, you'll actually have success with gaining the assistance that is needed so that you can overcome this conflict. Okay. All right, Spirit. Kim wants to know, what is the intentions of the Leo in their life? Spirit, Kim wants to know, what is the intentions of the Leo in their life? Communication. What is the Leo's intentions? The Leo wants to communicate. They want to get on the same page with you, Kim. They could want to communicate as it pertains to children. They could want to communicate about, maybe wanting to introduce you to the children, or maybe the two of you all share children. Let me see, what is this communication for the Leo's intention for Kim? Look, they want to communicate about a family. This Leo wants to communicate about a family, about manifesting and creating a family dynamic with you, for sure. So that's the Leo's intention, Kim. So good luck and congratulations on that. Amber. Will Amber see a financial increase before the end of the year? Will Amber have a financial increase before the end of the year? Y'all done got quiet. The Three of Cups, you have something worth celebrating. The Ten of Swords. I think that you'll have something worth celebrating, but I don't want you to kind of think don't think that it's, I don't know, I don't know, maybe you get a bonus at work, or maybe you get a large financial gift from someone over the holidays. But it's like it's not a financial increase that is continuous for you, at least not by the end of the new year. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all done got awful quiet. I guess y'all were done. Well, y'all got quiet in the chat. I still have a few little Lewis is wanting a message from Spirit. All right, Spirit, tap me in. What is the message from Spirit for Lewis? What does Lewis need to know as it pertains to, damn, at this point, anyways, moving forward. Lewis, Spirit, what is the message from Spirit for Lewis? All right. Ooh, Lewis, we have 0000, limitless potential. It says it serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. Try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. I have to be honest with you. I definitely feel like Spirit is calling you into go into some sort of master reset. I'm not saying that this is what it is, but this is the example, Lewis, that Spirit is giving me. Let's say that you entered into a situationship with someone who was committed. You guys have been in this situationship for long enough. Now you're wanting something more, and this person entertains the thought of wanting something more, but it's moving slow as molasses, and Spirit is saying that like you're tense about wanting what you're wanting because of what you decided to tolerate up until this moment. And now that you've reached your point of toleration, you're wanting relief now. As soon as I was trying to figure out the way I was going to end that sentence, I got drawn into poison ivy. Listen, Linda, did you know that you can be around, let's say, you can be around poison ivy today and not have a reaction, and go around it tomorrow and break out? And that's because that today, the poison ivy had a tolerance, but the tolerance for that poison ivy was met today. So going around it tomorrow, it's an overdose of the poison ivy. So that's how some people can be not allergic to poison ivy in childhood, but then they hit young adulthood and they suddenly become allergic to it. It's because they've met their threshold for the antidote or whatever it is that poison ivy puts off, right? And then it's like, because they were so accustomed to being able to be around it and now they're breaking out, they're wanting immediate relief. And Spirit is saying there is no immediate relief, not for poison ivy and not for your situation. Is there a remedy for it? Yes, but you have to give it time to kick in. That's your message from Spirit, Lewis. Oh shit, I got through them. Let me drink some water. I got through them questions. Still listening, just working. I know that's right. Chris said, I'm here. I was driving. I know that's right. Is that Mimi? I think that's Mii. Is that Mimi? Mimi? I don't know. It's a double I. Mii. Will the Sagittarius apologize? Yes. We Sagittarians know how to apologize. But let me see. Let me check out your Sagittarius, Mimi. Let me see. Will Mimi Sagittarius apologize anytime soon? Confirmation. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's yours. I just seen something that says it's yours. Let me see, Spirit, tap me in. Will the Sagittarius apologize to Mimi anytime soon? On their way. On their way. And I'm going to be honest, you're going to be like, damn, is that an apology? Is that supposed to be an apology? This is your version of an apology, right? Like, so yes, they're on their way. They're coming towards you very quickly with the message of an apology. Absolutely. But it's definitely expect that to be abrasive. Okay. Definitely expect that apology to be abrasive. Yes, y'all, don't forget to check those comments out. You can still purchase a seat to the 3-part course. What I'll do is if you missed the first course, the first session, I'll send you a summary, like the session notes, so that you can be prepared for next Tuesday. But it's not too late to purchase that course. It is so beautiful. Last night's session, well, Tuesday night session was gorgeous. It was absolutely phenomenal. What are y'all doing? Y'all okay? Um, my son accidentally hurt his eye. Well, they accidentally hurt my son's eye. And I needed a fruit roll up. They're not that sour. They're sour, but not as sour. Uh huh. Mm. Here you go. Take you a bite, honey. Say less. Take you a good old bite. Okay, Sarah. We just had a question come through for Sarah. What is Sarah's romantic interest, true, authentic intentions towards her? What is Sarah's romantic interest, true, authentic? Sarah's romantic interest. What is their true, authentic intentions? Mm. The Strength card and the Queen of Wands. Mm. This person. Okay, so they view you as someone that, Sarah, this person feels like that you prefer things to be slow and steady. So this person does intend to kind of hold back, not to give into the full desire of this. Does this person have strong desire for this connection? The Strength card and the Ace of Wands is telling me, hecky, yeah. But this person is trying to be diplomatic with the energy, with like, you know what I'm saying? This person is trying to hold back. and be calculated with what they throw into this connection, because they view you as someone that wants to take things slow. That's the truth. But this person is confident in their plans for the future with you. This person is absolutely confident in their plans, and like, this person does have plans for the future with you. And they're very confident in those, okay? But right now, this person feels like that it's best to kind of like hold that back from you because they feel like that you desire slow and steady, okay? Got a lot of Leo in that reading, so it wouldn't surprise me if your person wasn't a Leo. Or it wouldn't surprise me if they were a Leo. What's up, Debbie? Yeah, Bluetooth, yum. Now, for real, it's good. It's good, Debbie. But my package was defective. The first one I got out, it was defective. I don't know what they did. It made me feel like they was trying to shortchange me, though. Oh, well. Red and blue's your favorite? Oh, I love the Welch's fruit snacks. I love them so much. It is unhealthy for me to buy the box. Mhm. It is unhealthy for me to buy the Welch's fruit snacks. You know, the box, the pantry box. No, baby. Mm-mm. But my ass is laying at bed, baby. For real, I will mess around and wake up with about 10 of them packages around me. It is unhealthy. I love those things dearly. No, for real. Oh, I'm gonna try this on camera. Look, y'all. No, nothing. I'm talking to the people on the internet. Y'all, so I had to place a Walmart order because I wasn't going to go out in the rain. And I seen these on the website. So it's the Cool Ranch Doritos without all the dye and artificials, anything. So I want to try it. No dyes or artificials. The bold flavor you love. I want to try it on the internet. Y'all want to try it with moms? I know. I think they just dropped. When I seen it, it says new. Cause let mom taste it first. Yeah, let me do a poison test first. Oh, that good. Yeah. Oh, that good. Tastes just the same. Tastes the exact same. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's healthier.
No dye Cool Ranch, and they good. Make me want to go make some nachos.
And I'm a fan for nachos for a long time.
You've been feeling for nachos?
Yes.
Hmm.
Aren't we gonna have pepper?
Not tonight.
Oh, what are we having? Oh, those tiny shakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like those tiny shakes.
Y'all, they got the hot fries like that. They got the Cheeto Puffs like that. I think there's something that I don't know whoever made Doritos. Lay's. I think it's some Lay's is trying out. Baby Kiki love a thing that's naked, honey. Because then if everybody removed the dyes, then the doctors, I sent a question on Cash App. Okay, baby. I'm probably just it's probably got sent while I'm over here chuckling. Um But because if they removed all the dyes, baby, can you imagine how empty some of them doctors' offices would be? Baby, they still got to poison us some way so they can get their money on the back end. Let me shut up on these people's internet. Not a thing that's naked. Not for real, Chris. You know we love us a thing that's naked, poo. It real tasty. I don't see you, baby. What you said on Cash App? You don't know I don't see you. What's the hold up? Let me reset my phone. Or let me reset the Cash App. Maybe it was too long of inactivity. There you go. Yeah, it was too long inactivity. Will John and Kristen reconcile? Will John and Kristen reconcile, Spirit? Will John and Kristen reconcile, Spirit? Yeah, that's crazy. It didn't even come through the notification. June 17th could be significant. Will John and Kristen reconcile? Okay, I think that there's going to be an olive branch to try to work this thing out. However, I think that there's going to be an olive branch to try to work this thing out. However, I feel like that, in order for this to be worked out, it's like, look at it this way. Just because you need to borrow $100 to finish paying your car off, and one person can only give you $40, doesn't necessarily mean you turn down that $40. You understand what I'm saying? It just means that the next person is only going to be responsible, or only going to be covering the other portion, right? And I say that to say this is because you may deem like to reconcile. You've been left out in the code. You've been abandoned, left out. So the price that was paid for you being left out in the code, or John being left out in the code, is a lot. And when the opportunity comes in for the two of you all to reconcile, it doesn't appear to compensate for what it cost being left out in the code. But Spirit is saying that it's actually like they're coming to balance this out. But you're going to make some sort of offer to balance this out. Whoever's in the fucking wrong is coming towards with the Page of Pentacles, some sort of very practical peace offering, okay? The challenge is that the person that feels slighted feels like that it's not enough. And that's not necessarily true. The only reason why it's not deemed as enough is because the person that deems it as not enough has not done the self-care. And I have to be honest, Kristen, it is coming up in the cards as if it's you, because the Queen of Pentacles is in the advice position. So is the reconciliation in the atmosphere for you and John? Absolutely. Will the reconciliation stick in the current frequency? No, ma'am. Does that make sense for you? I know it does. I told myself I wasn't going to do that. You don't have to answer that question. There it is again. Uh-oh. Okay, we have another Kristen. Back to back Kristen. I feel like I shoved that in my mouth. Yes, Keith, stop it. I know, right? I am. Kristen wants to know where her and her Capricorn make this work. Kristen wants to know where her and her, uh-oh. A lot of Aries energy here, so let me see. Spirit, Kristen wants to know. Kristen B wants to know, will her and the Capricorn be able to make this work? The Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Hangman. The crazy thing is I can see it working. I can see it working. But with the effort that the two of you all are going to apply based off of these cards, I have to be honest and say no. I see a period of stagnation. And it has a lot to do with the way y'all talk to each other, the way you speak, the way y'all rush things through. It's like y'all not really hearing, like y'all's communication style is kind of like needs to be just thrown away and starting fresh, to be honest with you, because it's almost like you're not really listening to each other. You're getting just enough to prepare your response. It's like you hear just enough, and then you start preparing your response. And sometimes the core information of what this person is trying to tell you is on the back end, or vice versa. So I do feel like that. Will you and the Capricorn make it work? I'm a bit of an optimist, and I have to say that I could see it working, but it is going to require you guys to slow down and really become mindful and intentional about the way that you guys are communicating with one another. And even if it just starts with you, Kristen, that's fine. If you recognize that this person is spewing some ridiculous shit, why would you do yourself a disservice and take it personal? Don't take it personal, right? Why would you do yourself a disjustice in taking it personal when the answer is really to slow down and pay attention to the logic of what this person is spewing and prepare your response if it's necessary based off of the logic of it. Don't, like, if someone's trying to draw you in and bait you into an argument, you don't have to entertain that shit. Not if it takes away your peace. And I do feel like that the two of you all kind of like jab below the belt, just because when you're done with the conversation or you feel like that it's not going nowhere, it's like instead of just throwing your hands up and walking away, y'all throw daggers out there so the other person won't want to continue the conversation. And continuing down that pathway is coming to a halt, okay? So yeah, see, if you do not evaluate the way that you're communicating in this situation, well, then you see the result of the result of this conversation is the Ten of Swords, of this conversation style, okay? Pamela, is it really over between me and my ex? Pamela wants to know, is it really over between her and her ex? Is the connection really over between Pamela and her ex? The Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. No, it's not over. No. I see you guys in a healthy conflict. If I'm being honest with you, I see that you guys are in a conflict. And the universe is trying to deem this conflict as healthy. This is a conflict that is meant to kind of like make you like it's, like sometimes you gotta, when you mix paint, let's say like when you put white paint and red paint together trying to make pink, if you just put the paint in the same cup, it's just going to look like white paint is there and red paint is there. It's not going to look pink until you agitate the shit up, right? Stir it up. You got to agitate it. So it looks like that the universe is trying to agitate this situation so it can get to the proper mixture. So, and no, I'm not getting that it's really over, but I do see the two of you all are very anxious and have a lot of fears about enduring the agitation process. Those are different. What you mean, Pooh? You're so welcome, Rosemary. Oh, the new Doritos. Where do I pay for my question? Thank you, Nikita. Yes. You're so welcome, Chris. I think I already said that, but you're so welcome. You if you paid there and you want to put it in the Cash App chat, that's fine. If you feel like you need more room, then the chat box is a good place to put it. You just have more character windows in the chat than in Cash Apps, but it's up to you. What y'all got going on? What you got going on? Oh, Jesus. Nikita said this was my children's last day of school. Pray for me. I'm going to pray for you, Pooh, but you got this. Y'all crack me up. I'm about to try to eat this defective fruit roll up and see what it turned out like. And see if it's really defective. Going up, Keats. That's why I don't eat it. Somebody type in the chat and ask Megan what she don't eat. I could pour me a drink, but I'm going over to members later. I am going over to members later. See, that's why I don't eat it. I'm gonna fuck me a fruit roll up because it's sticky. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Baby, I love me a fruit roll up, but I never could. I probably should not say this. So why would you even continue forward, Keon? I'm just gonna leave it alone. Thank you, Spirit. It was growth, y'all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm just gonna try to catch my little breath for a second, okay? So I can make sure I give you authentic energy. Spirit, tell me in for Rosemary. Rosemary wants to know, is there a future between her and this Sagittarius spirit? Please give me clear, concise messages. Just take the bag, baby. Mommy's good. Love you. I don't see this going nowhere. I have to be honest with you. The future position is the Five of Pentacles. So just kind of feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Five of Pentacles is feeling like that you've invested and you feel like you ain't got nothing to show for it. Okay. So the future position for the situation between you and the Sagittarius is the Five of Pentacles. And the bottom of the deck is anchoring this, meaning that the two of you all are going to decide that it's best to hold back from this situation here. But for what it's worth, Rosemary, in the present moment, I do see the Sagittarius rushing to you quite fast, okay? With the Knight of Cups energy, they're coming in as the Knight of Swords, but they're being backed up by the Knight of Cups. So there is this romantic fantasy level around you all in the present moment. Here's where two of you all are doing it a disjustice. They're showing up as the Knight of Swords and you're showing up as the King of Swords. I am sick of the bullshit, Kiana. I don't give a damn if I like the way they do that thing with their tongue. They are not putting on the table what I told them to. I don't care if they brought rabbit. I told them I wanted a snake. I don't know why I said snake, but hey, roll with it. I meant to say steak. But it's like they're bringing you something that is sufficient, but it's not what you want. And so it's kind of like the way that you perceive it and the way that you treat it, it dims it dims the Knight of Cups energy. Okay. So I do see this, like, if this connection continues on, I see a very toxic karmic connection developing between the two of you all. So I feel like that somewhere along the lines, not here in the present moment, but not long after the present moment, someone truly decides to just kind of like, someone decides to close off to this best to hold back. And I actually feel like that it very much so could be you and this King of Swords energy that really comes to the conclusions that you're not getting what you want from this situation, so you just decide to hold back. Driving again, but I'm still here. I know that's right, Chris Liz. This look, I was getting ready to do that bullshit again. Why does who am I talking to? Rosemary. Why does Rosemary show up as the King of Swords in this? The Page of Cups. That's giving me that all or nothing energy. Kind of wanting all or nothing. And I just don't think that's the best route to go with this situation. That's how I really feel. That's how I feel really was to hold back. Yeah, I see that being like I do see that being like the future in the future of this connection. I see you making the decision to hold back because this person doesn't have the capacity to give you what you're looking for. So like I said, you're nothing wrong with that, but it's saying that you're someone that is asking for a steak dinner and this person can only afford the rabbit. And that's making you feel still hungry for more. And because of that, it looks like that in the near future it's going to lead you to just deciding that it's best from you to hold back from this situation versus continuously taking less than fulfillment or less than nourishment. And the Knight of Swords is very much so fickle energy. The Knight of Swords is not someone that's here to give you consistency at all. That's not the Knight of Swords. I felt that same way too, Nikita. I felt that same way too. Growth and development is what I'm focused on in my new year. Y'all, I can't be on here too much longer. I'm gonna play this trouble game with the kiddos, and then I gotta feed them some din din. And then after I feed the children din din, I'm gonna go to members. And what I'm gonna do on members is I'm going to see what is the situation that you're dealing with, and then once we identify the situation, I'm going to break this down into a you versus them so that we can get a strategy as to how you navigate this situation that you're dealing with. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely head over there to members, turn your notification bells on. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing good. Thank you, Nikita. You're doing good. Fabulous. You're so welcome, Rosemary. Yeah, I love members video. I love doing the members. Yes, chat, go watch that daily increase. Because y'all's asses wouldn't click on it. I did have to go and turn around and put Sagittarius on the title, but that daily increase is for the collective of the Manjula Awakening. And if you resonate with the way that I deliver my messages, that's because you're a part of the Ninth House Collective. And those daily increase messages are meant to increase you. And that daily increase message was an increase for a partnership. So hey, some of y'all need to tap on to that because those are very nice messages. They're very fulfilling, in my personal opinion. Yes, please and thank you. Damn, I gave the chips up, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I love y'all dearly. I almost don't. Because if I stay on here less than like a little bit over 34 minutes, if I stay on here for 34 more minutes, then it won't take that long to upload. But y'all not talking. Yeah, I was talking about the chips. That's what I figured. 34 minutes. Y'all want to do 34 minutes of exposing the person? Like y'all want to see what's going on behind the scenes from the person holding, like the person that's not revealing everything to you? You want to see what they're not revealing? See what's going on behind the scenes? I know y'all like to meddle and be up in people's businesses. Kristen said that sounds fun. Some said yes. Oh, look at y'all. Look at them, spirit. You see them? Boy, I triggered I pulled up the. Okay. The person, Nikita, let's timestamp this. Let's just put collective message. The hell you mean? If they don't want to click on the collective message, that's on them. All right. We're so messy. No, for real. Okay, don't let me be this toxic though, for real. Not for real. You sent me something? I hope you didn't pay me for no question on here when we need to be getting on the phone to make up your daggone appointment. I don't got nothing, Miss Falls. What'd you send me? Don't want anything, just sent it anyway. So Hirsch, I love you. Well, we still need to connect for your session that we missed while you was up there with the old man. That's back from when we was talking about all them dads. Yeah, that's what I figured, Megan. I love you, Miss Falls. Thank you so much. Make sure you message me so we can reschedule. We are on a collective message. Can someone put the timestamp? I think it's in PayPal. Okay, thank you, beautiful soul. The old man. Y'all seen that old ass. Y'all see Miss Falls reaping the benefits of that old ass man. I ain't even mad at you. Get it how you live, Pookie. Let's tap in for the collective at 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 10 seconds. Let me see, Spirit, tap me in. The collective wants to know the person that is holding back secrets. Let's expose this person. The person that's being real secretive with my collective. What's going on behind the scenes in this person's life, Spirit? What's going on? Ooh, the Empress. There's someone that they consider have high value that is giving them the cold shoulder. They feel like that there's unfinished business with this person. So this person that you feel like is keeping secrets, what's going on behind the scene, behind the surface? Yeah, look, everything is crumbling. A toxic connection. So they put this Empress in, like they put this high value person on some sort of pedestal, but they have a toxic connection with that person. Yeah, conflict resolution. It looks like that they are hoping to make some sort of amends, compromise with this high value person. But there's trust issues over there. Now, I listen, this is external. This is what's going on in the background of this person's life. It does not mean that it's not you. When I get to clarify, we're gonna see where you at in this storyline. Okay. What's going on over here with this person? What are they hiding? What are they not revealing to my collective? I done got sleepy. We're doing too much. I'm wasting energy. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm doing too much. Trying to expand this out for the 2 hours. I'm doing some shit I ain't got no fucking business doing because I'm immediately tired. We got self-love here. So this person so what's going on behind the scenes is this person is trying to take back control so that they can hope to make amends, to make some sort of compromise in situations that they do consider high value. This person is still hoping for a positive outcome within that situation. Oh, it is you. It is you. Don't worry. It's you. So what this person is holding from you is that they do deem you as high value. And this person is really focused on making the necessary changes to make amends and to have a positive outcome within this situation. However, this person is saying that before they can do that, they got to pour into their own cup. How do my members show me? How are my members showing up? How's my collective showing up inside of this? Stop the press. Save the energy. Not for real, because I done got extremely sleepy. How you're showing up is the Nine of Swords in the Fool card. Hey, listen, Linda, you know why I got sleepy? Do you motherfucking know why I got sleepy? Because you are the Empress and this person ain't even worth the weight of the worry. But this person brings so much anxiety to your life. A lot of your mind space is consumed with this person, but this is definitely someone that the universe is trying to get you to shake off and set yourself free. What they're not telling you is that they understand why you're shaking them free. Your high value. This is not someone, this person desires conflict resolution, but they're in self-love. They need to do self-love. You know what that says? They don't have the resources to give the Empress what the Empress deserves. So to deal with this situation is to shortchange yourself. And that's why you end up with a lot of anxiety, because you naturally show up as the Empress. Baby, like when you're in the presence of an Empress, you're going to feel full, right? And because that's your natural aura as the Empress, you're constantly feeding this situation. And because you're feeding this situation and you're recognizing that it's not bringing about any changes, you're feeling Nine of Swords, drained, overwhelmed. Look, drained, overwhelmed. And that's because you're picking up on this person's frequency. And that's like the reason why you're picking up on this person's frequency. Not that long ago, I was going through something and heard, I can't remember if it was on Facebook or what, but it came through at the right time. And it basically was saying that the thing that consumes your mind the most, that is your God. That is what you're worshiping. So if you're constantly thinking about a failed relationship, you're actually worshiping that failed relationship. You're giving that failed relationship so much of your mind space that you're unable to manifest in a fulfilling one. So I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't giving this shit 30 minutes. Fuck that. It is what it is, but I'm ready to go. I don't give a damn how long YouTube take to upload this. Baby, that storyline was exhausting because this person is definitely recognizing you. They all up in your shit too. If you was wondering if they watching you, hell yeah, look, I told you. This person's giving off page energy. Opposites attract. You attracted someone that's not on your level. Okay? And this person feels the burden of trying to give you what you deserve, and you feel the drain of not getting what you deserve. So that's what I got for you. I love you. I hope that you guys were able to gain some clarity in this reading. I know that's right, Miss Files. I'm getting ready to pour me a cup. When I come back for members, I'm definitely going to be sipping something. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. I love y'all. And Nikita will put the timestamps up, okay?